Hello dear students, today we will discuss one of the beautiful concept. So that's one is atoms. It means your 12th chapter. Okay, dear students, you already know that atom. It means it is the smallest particle. It means it is an indivisible particle we consider as a atom. Okay, so how to find out this atom? And different atomic models are there. So first one we consider that Rutherford atomic model. Before going to this Rutherford atomic model, first we know that one Rutherford experiment and observations. Then finally we consider that Rutherford atomic model. Okay, so first one we discuss about Rutherford experiment. Yes, so here suppose here we consider that one radioactive source or radioactive element. Okay, so this radioactive element, so here we consider that a source. So source of a alpha particle. Yes, so this one we consider that a source of alpha particle. Okay, so this one is a source of alpha particles. Okay, next one, here we consider that one slit yes, so here we consider that a slit. So this one is a lead slit. Okay, so this one is a lead slit. Then here we consider that a thin paper. So the thin paper is nothing but a gold foil. So this one is a gold foil. Okay, so here and here we consider that one screen. So this screen made up of zinc sulfide. Okay, so zinc sulfide screen, and here we consider that one movable detector. So this one is a movable detector. Okay, so this one is a movable detector. Okay, so this movable detector is nothing but a microscope. Okay, so here, so first one, so this one is a alpha particle source. It means a radioactive element. So this source continuously emits a alpha particle. It means a number of alpha particles. So this alpha particle passes through this lead slit. Then afterwards, so this alpha particle fall on a gold foil. It means also this one is a thin paper, very thin paper. And its thickness we consider that 2.2 or 2.1 into 10 power minus 7 meter. 2.1 into 10 power minus 7 meter. So thickness of this gold foil, it means very small, a thin paper. It means a gold foil. And here whenever this alpha particle is a fall on a gold foil or incident on a gold foil, then what happens? So this alpha particle is scattered with a different angle. Okay, so this alpha particle incident on a gold foil or fall on a gold foil, and this alpha particle is scattered. Yes, so this alpha particle is scattered with a different angle. So this angle we consider that a scattering angle. Okay, so these are all we consider that alpha particles. It means a scattered alpha particle. Okay, so here we consider that a different scattering angle. Yes, so different scattered angle. Okay, so here these alpha particles is a fall on gold sulfide screen. Alpha particle, it means a scattered alpha particle fall on a zinc sulfide screen, then what happen? So these alpha particles produce a flash of a light. For example, so this one is alpha particle, it means a scattered alpha particle. So this scattered alpha particle fall on a zinc sulfide screen. Okay, then what happen when it is a fall on a zinc sulfide screen? So here we get a flash of a light. So this flash of a light detected by the detector. It means so here we consider that a microscope. It means so this a flash of light observed by the microscope. Yes, okay, suppose so alpha particle fall on a zinc sulfide screen here, then what happen? Here we get one flash of light. Suppose here flash of light, so here flash of light. It means so this alpha particle scattered with a different angle. So scattered alpha particle fall on a zinc sulfide screen, then here we get a flash of a light. So this flash of a light observed by microscope. Okay, I will tell another time. So suppose here we consider that source of alpha particle. So this source of alpha particle continuously emits a alpha particle. So these are passes through the light slit. Then so this alpha particle fall on a gold foil. Then thickness of a gold foil is 2.1 into 10 power minus 7 meter. It means very thin. Then what happens? So this alpha particle is scattered with a different angle, and a scattered alpha particle fall on a zinc sulfide screen. Then here we get a flash of a light. So this flash of a light observed by detector. It means so here we consider that a one microscope. Okay. So most of the alpha particle scattered angle is less than 0. It means less than 1. It means scattered angle is equal to 0. Yes. So most of the alpha particles scattered angle we consider that less than 1. So less than 1 means almost all we consider that 0. It means almost all, maximum number of alpha particle traveling along a straight line. Only few a scattered alpha particle, so theta value maximum. Only few of atoms, only few numbers. Yes, it means maximum number of alpha particle traveling along a straight line. It means a scattered angle we consider that 0 or less than 1. So that's way. So here I will plot a one graph. It means I will draw a one graph. So here x-axis and y-axis. So this one is origin. Okay. So along y-axis we consider that a number of alpha particle scattered. Number of alpha particle. It means a number of alpha particle is scattered. So number of alpha particles scattered. Along x-axis we consider that a scattering angle. Along x-axis we consider that a angle. So scattering angle means a theta. Okay, so here along y-axis is a number of alpha particles scattered and x-axis is scattered angle. It means most of the particle traveling along a straight line. It means its angle we consider that near to 0. Near to 0. I am not saying that exact 0, near to 0. It means less than 1. Okay, so here only few number of alpha particle scattered angle increases. Scattered angle increases up to we consider that 180 degree. Up to 180 degree. Suppose so this one is a alpha particle move towards the gold foil after scattered. So this alpha particle comes in a same traveling path. So angle we consider that 180 degree. So final here we consider that 180 degree. It means maximum number of particles. So maximum number of alpha particle. It's a scattered angle less than 1. It means near to 0. Near to 0. Okay, so this reason here when 10 raised to 7. Up to we consider that 10 raised to 7. It means maximum number of alpha particle scattered angle we consider that near to 0. Up to we consider that 10 power 7 number of a particle, its angle, it means a scattered angle we consider that near to 0. Then only few number of alpha particle, here we consider that its scattered angle greater than 90 degree, or we consider that greater than 1 degree. So this reason only few number of alpha particle, here we consider that scattered angle is greater than 1 degree. So most of the alpha particle scattered angle we consider that less than 1 degree. So this reason experimental observation. So in experimental observation, the first one we consider that most of the alpha particle traveling along a straight line, it means it's a scattered angle we consider that near to 0, maximum number of alpha particle traveling along a straight line, it means a scattered alpha particle traveling along a straight line. So this one is a first observation. And the second observation, only 0.14 percentage, only 0.14 percentage of alpha particle, its scattered angle we consider that greater than 1 degree. Only 0.14 percentage of alpha particle scattered angle, here we consider that greater than 1 degree. Yes, it means maximum number of alpha particle scattered angle we consider that less than 1. It means near to 0. So this reason, the first observation, most of the alpha particle a scattered angle we consider that near to 0. It means most of the alpha particle traveling along a straight line. The second observation, only 0.14 percentage of alpha particle scattered angle we consider that greater than 1 degree. Suppose if we consider that 8,000 alpha particle, so scattered alpha particle we consider that 8,000. Instead of 8,000, only one alpha particle scattered angle, so greater than 90 degree. The first one, most of the alpha particle traveling along a straight line, and the second one, only 0.14 percentage of alpha particle scattered angle we consider that greater than 1 degree, and the third observation, instead 8,000, only one alpha particle scattered angle we consider that greater than 90 degree. Okay, so these three we consider that observation of a experiment. It means a Rutherford experiment. Okay, so why most of the alpha particle traveling along a straight line and only few numbers, it means 0.14 percentage. 0.14 percentage of alpha particle scattered angle is greater than 1 degree. Only, it means instead 8,000, only one alpha particle scattered angle is 90 degree. So afterwards, the conclusion of a Rutherford experiment. It means, so that's when we consider that a Rutherford atomic model. In that Rutherford atomic model, we get answer of these three observation. The first observation, most of the alpha particle traveling along a straight line, and the second observation, only 0.14 percentage of alpha particle scattered angle is greater than 1 degree, and the third observation, instead 8,000, only one alpha particle scattered angle we consider that greater than 90 degree. Okay, so here suppose we consider that atom, here we consider that so this one is a nucleus, and this one we consider that orbit. Okay, so nucleus made up of protons and neutrons, protons and neutrons, and electron revolving around the nucleus, electron revolving around the nucleus. So this reason, so this one is a center part of a atom, center part of a atom, and it is made up of proton and a neutron. So proton, it means, so this one is electrically positive, and a neutron, so this one is electrically neutral, and electron, so this one is a negative charge particle, proton is a positive charge particle, and neutral is electrically neutral. So this reason, so this nucleus made up of protons and neutrons. So protons is a positive charge. So this reason, here we consider that a charge on a nucleus is a positive. So charge on nucleus, we consider that positive. So that's one is a Ze. So Z, we consider that atomic number, and E we consider that a magnitude of a charge. We don't consider that electron. E is a magnitude of a charge. So magnitude of a charge, here we consider that electron is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, as well as magnitude of a proton charge. So charge of a proton, so that is also 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So magnitude of a charge of electron and a proton, both are same, but masses changes. So this reason, here we consider that Z is atomic number, it means the number of protons present in the nucleus, and E we consider that a magnitude of a charge. So magnitude of charge is nothing but a proton. Okay, so this reason, here we consider that a Ze is a charge on a nucleus, so that's one we consider that a positive, and electron revolving around the nucleus. So this one we consider that a atomic structure. Okay, so here when alpha particle move towards the gold fuel, so suppose here we consider that gold fuel, and this one is alpha particle, move towards the gold fuel, and this gold fuel made up of a number of atoms. So this reason, here we consider that this one is one of the atom, and here we consider that alpha particle move towards the nucleus. For example, here alpha particle move towards the nucleus. Okay, when alpha particle move towards the nucleus, so this alpha particle charge we consider that a positive, it means a positively charged particle, and here nucleus also we consider that a positively charged. So this reason, so when this positive charge alpha particle move towards the nucleus, already we consider that nucleus is positively charged. So this reason, so positive, so here we get electrostatic force, it means a repulsive force. Why? Because the two charges are there. So these two charges, so this one is a positive and this is also positive. Yes, so this reason, so positive both are repelled to each other. So both are repelled to each other. It means, so this particle, suppose here we consider that this one is a center line of a nucleus. When alpha particle move towards the nucleus along the center line of a nucleus, then what happens? So this alpha particle suddenly changes its path. So suddenly changes its path means, so this particle come back in a same path. Suppose here we consider that this one is alpha particle move towards the nucleus, Again here we get a repulsive force. So this reason, the direction of a alpha particle changes. Suppose here we consider that another particle, so it is moved towards the nucleus, so here repulsion, so direction of alpha particle changes. And here also another one particle. Okay, so this particle traveling along a straight line, and this is also traveling along a straight line. Yes, another particle, so here, so this particle also traveling along a straight line, and this particle also traveling along a straight line, and here number of particles are traveling along a straight line. Only few number of particle changes its scattered angle is greater than 1 degree. It means 0.14% of alpha particle scattered angle we consider that greater than 1 degree. Instead 8000, only one alpha particle, scattered angle we consider that scattered angle is greater than 90 degree. Why? Because, so this alpha particle move towards the nucleus, exactly center of the nucleus. Suppose here another one alpha particle. Okay, so this scattered angle changes. because of a repulsive force. Why? Because alpha is positively charged and nucleus, so that is also positive. So here we get a repulsive force. So this reason angle of alpha particle, scattered angle of alpha particle changes, and most of the alpha particle traveling along a straight line. Yes? Okay.